Good morning, everyone. You're all very welcome. It's great to be back, isn't it, in person again. My name is Alan Hore. I'm based in TU Dublin, and I'm responsible for quantity surveying in the School of Surveying and Construction Innovation. I'm also one of the founders of the Construction IT Alliance over 20 years ago. We had a vision 20 years ago of the industry, and it's very much come to fruition in construction in Ireland. You're very welcome to the SME Digital Acceleration Series 23 and to the second part of our journey for SMEs in their acceleration of digital. So last month we spoke about vision, and Emma Hayes did a great job in sort of outlining a roadmap for SMEs, and her roadmap very much echoed what we have on this wheel here that you can see on the screen. So we also heard from Elizabeth O'Brien from the Digital Academy for Sustaining the Built Environment, a €7.5 million project funded by the HEA to really push sustainability in this industry. And it was a very well received event. And we also heard from CPAC, former Cabin Pack, and of course modern methods of construction is very much in our thoughts at the moment, and I was at an event a few weeks ago with the Department of Enterprise, Trade and Employment. We're really pushing this. So it makes sense to industrialise the construction industry and to look at lean, digital and green in unison. So the focus of this morning is changing the culture, particularly I suppose motivating employees within SMEs to adopt digital. Many SMEs are very small, and with respect to many companies, they may have a cohort of senior management that aren't, say, digitally native. So it's very important that those companies, while they bring in new people, that they really do embrace the digital technologies, the potential that digital has. Last month, we had two sponsors, Arup and Evercam. We're delighted to announce that we have three more sponsors, Enterprise Ireland, Ditech and Live Costs, many of that are here today. And I'm confident we'll have other sponsors to announce on April the 5th. So thank you for your support. It's really appreciated. Our speakers this morning, Saoirse Colgan from Enterprise Ireland, Rob Fox, Site Passport, and David Mullen from Engineering Documentation. I'm going to allow the speakers to introduce themselves in more detail, if that's okay. But suffice to say, there are three key messages from these people this morning. One of motivation, the need for cultural change. Rob, I know, has developed a very innovative solution and platform for SMEs, working off the larger contractors. And of course, David Mullen is doing it on the ground in Sligo and in Dublin and in many places in sort of, educating the industry, bringing people in from young graduates into his company, giving them the skills, and then they're going out imparting that into the industry. I keep beating this drum that the Alliance is for everyone. It's not for profit, yes, but it's multidisciplinary. And we're making great inroads in membership. This is the slide that I produced last month, 62 members. And you can see top left, quantity surveyor, tech company, management consultant. I'm not going to go through them all, but we have a very broad range of members. And only in the past 3 to 4 weeks, we've attracted other companies to join us on the journey. And I'm confident that we will break that ceiling of 100 companies soon and keep pushing this network, because it has huge potential to get a large cohort of members. Lots of architects this year are interested in digitalisation. It's also great to meet David from SkillNet Ireland here this morning. We're hugely committed to SkillNet, 16 years of recurring funding, probably one of the most established SkillNet networks in the country. And just by way of illustration, and this image we have on the left here, we see sort of ecological efficiency happening in construction through lean, digital and green. And I've just given, it's hard to see it here, but just have 3 examples of the type of courses. We have a green course in energy rating, we have a digital course in CAD 3D, and we also have a lean program. But there's many other examples of these on our website, and I think the network is doing extremely well, and there's a lot of demand for the training. So now to our event this morning, and this is where I'll step back and hand over to our speakers. So our first speaker is Saoirse Colgan from Enterprise Ireland. So Saoirse very kindly agreed to speak at relatively short notice on the topic of how to prepare your organisation for change, because that's really what's the key here. Rob's going to give us an insight into why we should get more excited about adoption, digital adoption, and then David's going to talk about his organisation and how he's taking people in, providing them with talent, and getting that out into the market. So thanks very much. So I'll be back a little later to wrap things up and to talk to you a little bit about the gathering, which will be happening in September. But we're back on the 5th of April, which we're going to be looking at good information practice, and we've already got confirmation that Alto Architects will be speaking at that event. So hopefully we'll see you on the 5th as well.